What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's your boy Terabyt Reacts here, back with another reaction to The Sopranos. Today we're doing season 4 episode 10. We're so close to the end of season 4. What is it, 3 more episodes to go after this one. Man, oh man, it's been quite a season. We've been through quite a journey. Last episode we lost Ralphie. Tony has serious anger issues, and a lot of times the petty stuff, you know what I'm saying, the petty stuff that he chooses to go over the edge with, it's unbelievable. He's off the hinge. He's off the hinges, man. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. You can't look and say Tony is a awesome dude. He's not an awesome dude. He's the epitome of what induced rages. You get what I'm saying? For no reason. People who have anger issues, they get angry at everything, or the simplest of things, you should say. You know, the things that would take me to get angry is complete and utter destruction for others. You get what I'm saying? So it may seem like a very simple thing to you that you can walk away from, but for Tony, no. You will feel my rage. You know, you will feel my rage. You know, him suspecting that this was Ralph that, you know, burned down the stable, you know, and set it up to look like an accident and all of this other stuff. Like, he accused him of it, you know, and I think Ralph got angry because he's going through so much, and he basically, you know, spoke the truth, because at the end of the day, let's just be honest, is they're animals. I'm not saying you can't be sentimental about it, or some people can't be sentimental about it, but at the end of the day, they are animals. And it was the truth. It was the harsh truth. And because Tony loved the horse, you know what I'm saying, Pyomai, because he loved the horse, he wasn't gonna let that go so easily. So the fight popped off. Ralph ended up getting killed. He calls Christopher to help. This is going to be something. I really want to see how this series ends. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too. As I told you guys before, I didn't say it on every video, so you can't say I'm self-promoting here. But if you guys do want to support the channel, I know you guys have been around for a long enough time now. We're in the 4th season of Sopranos, so you guys have been around long enough now to show some support. Whatever. Whatever you choose to do, like, comment, sign up for the membership. However you do it, I really do appreciate it. So let's go to the episode, and I will see you guys for the review.
Where's Furio?
He couldn't get a flight out of Rome in time, so I'm driving again today.
Come on in. He'll be right down.
Did she cut her hair? She didn't cut her hair, right? Did Carmela cut her hair?
Okay, I gotta go, okay? How'd you do to your hair?
Cut it. What do you think?
I thought we agreed that you were gonna talk to me first if you were gonna do something to your hair.
What do you think of it?
I do not like it.
It's short.
Good, he eats his carrots.
Makes you look younger.
And he's waiting for you.
I'm not a fan.
All right.
I'm not a fan of short hair on Carmela.
Cosette? Where's the dog?
You shut the TV?
Where's the dog? Oh my God. Cosette?
What?
Christopher! She's not breathing!
Holy shit, what?
Look! Oh my God! She's
must have crawled under there for warmth.
Are you fucking crazy? You fucking killed her!
I didn't kill her. I must have sat on her.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my poor baby.
I'm sorry. It was an accident, for Christ's sake.
God damn, is this the animal season?
How long have you
Animals
taken
just
to grab the
dying?
furniture?
It's because you were fucking high, Christopher. You and your fucking smack pot lifestyle.
I'll get you another dog.
I don't want another dog.
Oh man. Bad
Boy.
smeller. And you don't know what to do.
What's your Ralphie? Fucking Bermuda Triangle?
This shit with his kid. He's probably down in the bunker.
I tell you, if I didn't know better.
We're off the record here, Albert.
We're off the record. It's Tony. What? Am I wrong?
Honestly, I don't know. Take a leak.
This is bad, my friend. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't piss on this Ralph if he was on fire. But to whack the guy over a horse, how fucked up is that?
It happened to him, it can happen to any of us.
And what's next? You get clipped for wearing the wrong shoes?
What can you do? Tony's the boss. Centuries of tradition here.
Exactly my point. If Tony did do this, whack Ralph over a fucking horse, that guy'd be the first guy online to pull his fucking plug.
So I wrapped the paper. And there she is,
I can't with Tony, bruh.
with her head held high and her ears perked up. Now I am smiling.
What happened then?
Still, I gotta be the sad clown. For my friends, my family, and our brave front.
I've heard you describe yourself this way. The sad clown. I've never seen it. Carmela also painted a very different picture.
What do you mean?
Volatile, punching the walls, compulsive gorging on food. Kind of a far cry from the seltzer bottle and bicycle horn.
Well, I'm sorry. Maybe you'd like Carmela to be in here if I'm so fucking obnoxious.
What I'm trying to establish is your response to sadness is usually rage, not humor.
Well, you two don't have to trouble yourself, because I doubled my dosage.
I don't want you taking 80 milligrams of Prozac.
You kick it up to 80 for a week, 10 days. Just pull back on the stick, get the nose up, then you duck back down to 40 before the limp dick thing sets in.
One, that's ineffective. Two, it's not a treatment for grief. Let's get back to Pi Oh My. It's sad that you've lost something that you love. That being said, it is a horse.
What the fuck is the matter with you?
The only other time you've become this emotional in here, it was those ducks.
That was different. That was a whole different thing. They were ducks.
Is it different? You haven't grieved in this way for people. Your mother, your best friend.
Can't I just be sad for a horse without some touchy-feely, Freudian shit component to it?
When it was the ducks, it embodied feelings of dread about your family, that something terrible was going to happen.
Just the miserable way she died. This makes me wonder what kind of fucking toilet world we live in. Friend of the family, little boy, gets shot with an arrow, cuts off the flow of blood to his brain.
Oh, no.
13 years old. He's gonna live, but he's never gonna be right.
How awful for the parents.
Yeah. My nephew. I love that kid like I love my son. But I think he's got a drug problem. Heroin. And it kills me just to say it, because I got so many hopes tied up in this kid.
This is Christopher.
This 9/11 shit, I don't know. You know, the shit that's going on everywhere. It's like some fucking asshole stalking the whole human race.
Anthony, do any of your associates think about any of this?
I don't know. We don't talk about it.
Oh boy, man, I don't
I know
go.
it's fucking ridiculous, but I feel like the Reverend Rodney King Jr., you know? I feel like the Reverend Rodney King Jr. He was a Why can't we all just get along?
Yeah, they beat him to death. Listen, um, my thing is this. Um, it just brings back a lot of things in perspective for me because I was literally talking about this on stream for like 2 or 3 hours the other night. I think it was Thursday night. After my One Piece stream, um, you know, I was just there talking because I was editing some videos and I was just talking to the people who was left in the stream, and we're talking about this stuff where it's just like I just don't understand. There's so many things going on in the world that are just so much more concerning than you know the stuff that other people seem to think that is so important, like um gender identity, um and how you're choosing to live your life. Like that stuff, to me, it's not important. On the grand scheme of things, it's not important. It has its individual importance, but on the grand scheme of things, it's not that important. Like, you know, um, no matter which way we choose to live our lives, whether you choose to live your life as a man or a woman, or you know what I'm saying, regardless of what gender you were born or whatever gender you want to choose, however you choose to live your life, there's going to be consequences with it. There's going to be trials and tribulations that comes with it, because at the end of the day, it is a life. It is a human life. It is a human way that we're going to live. So just like how me as a man got to accept the fact that, you know, I'm not going to be able to do certain things as a man. I'm not going to be able to achieve certain things as a man. There's going to be criticism. There's going to be doors that are closed. There's going to be doors that are open. Those things are facts of life that we're just not going to get away from. Some people, you know, you might look at it and say, quote unquote, may have it harder than some people. And as much as I would like to think that my rock bottom might be harder than your rock bottom or whatever, I think that stuff is completely meaningless. To, you know, you can talk about it on an individual level, but on a grander scheme of things, right? On a grander scheme of things, it's not that important. And my conclusion to it all was basically what you're saying here, like, why can't we all just get along? Why can't we just love each other? That's the hardest job we have on earth as we are here. It is the hardest thing for us to do, and we pay it practically no attention at all. You get what I'm saying? We do that. And I'm including myself as well, because I every day I struggle to become better, to love people better, to do more. You get what I'm saying? Is to treat people like they're individuals and not a part of a particular group. Those things are what, you know, I think is a human condition that we need to address. Not the fact that you want to belong to this group, and it's like, you know, one of the things that I said was, you can't use segregation to solve segregation. It doesn't work. You can't just cycle yourself off into this corner and think you're going to solve problems. It'll be like the black community tends to do this a lot, where they segregate themselves. They're like, oh, it's us against them. I don't believe that. It's never us against them. It's always should be just us. No matter what the person's skin color or whatever they do represents or whatever, you should strive to love that person, and don't judge them. Don't prejudge them before you even know who they are. You get what I'm saying? One of the things that I say all the time is that I don't believe that in America, right, that there's, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, they like to say like 80-90% of white people are racist. And I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? There is no way the percentage is that high, even not even close. There is no way that I'm going to believe something like that. And you have people that say that. You have people that say that. I've heard people say that. You know? It's crazy. And you wonder, and the thing about it too, I've heard this from people who lives in the ghetto, in the hood. I've heard black people who got money say that. And I'm just like, yes, at every level, there's a high chance of you experiencing racism. But that doesn't mean that those few people represent the whole nation. You're talking about at least probably around 100 million white Americans that you're accused of. You get what I'm trying to say? Of accusing, and you have not met all of them. Like, for me, I judge people based on their, individual self. I try not to prejudge people, because it's a part of our nature to be cautious with people. That is a part of our nature. For the most part, we're very cautious about who we meet and who we associate with. And sometimes, some, strangers and strange people slip through the crack and into our friendship sometimes, and then you find out stuff about them. But that shouldn't change your good nature. You get what I'm saying? But it does. It does change your good nature. And I understand where Tony is coming from here. And she repeated it to him again, where she told him, it's just a horse. You get what I'm saying? But she pointed out a very good point here to him, which is, you never show this kind of emotion towards people. You know what I mean? You never do. And it's so true. It was the ducks. Now it's the horse. And this is another thing that I love to throw out there and point out to people, how much the type of love that we show animals, especially here in America. The kind of love that we show a dog or a cat or a pet, whatever it is. It's like it's so hard to show that to another human being for us. I don't know. People look at it and be like, animals are easier to love. Do you know the kind of weight that goes behind a statement like that? You just said it like it was nothing. It is easier to love an animal than a human being, your brother man, that is just like you. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's get back to it.
What's ridiculous about it?
Come on. Don't jerk me off. This is me you're talking to.
You've caused much suffering yourself, haven't you?
My wife prays to God. What kind of God does this shit?
Oh, now we're blaming God now. Oh, God. Damn.
Voicemail again. Chrissy, we're down here waiting for the TVs.
Oh, jeez. He went to get more drugs.
What do you want around here?
You doing Ain't This Gag?
500.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Get the fuck out the car, bitch. Motherfucker, you know who I am? Who the fuck is this? You know who the fuck I'm with? You ain't no fucking cop, that's for sure. Fuck you gonna do with that, bitch? Stick it up your mother's twat.
Oh my God. Baby, what happened?
Got jacked by some spicks. Took his ride, his fucking watch, too.
Jesus Christ, the Cartier? Christopher, you're bleeding.
Stop touching it.
Baby.
Listen, you think I could get some money?
What? Who are you?
Eddie. From down the park.
He's good people, Adrian.
I took him home, you know, he was all fucked up, but I'm straightening him out. Here's my $30.
Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Adrian.
Get out of my house.
Don't stick me on this, man.
Get out.
What's the matter with you? The guy's my friend.
That's your friend?
Hazelden, what's this?
It came for you in the mail.
Recovery? You put me on mailing list for junkies? No! Huh? Where do you get your balls, huh?
Really?
Where?
Come on, Christopher. At this point, you're just digging your own grave at this point, bruh.
What? What's the matter? What happened?
Your nephew.
Christopher did this? He hit you? What for?
What's the
He was
difference,
high.
Tony?
Little prick. Gonna wring his fucking neck. Where is he?
He's been using drugs, heroin.
Yeah,
Who's this?
you called me, maricón.
Where's Christopher, asshole?
Fuck your mother.
Oh, his car was stolen by some Puerto Ricans. I took his cell phone, too. I don't know what to do. I already packed a suitcase for my aunts in Daytona.
Take it easy. Don't do something you're gonna regret.
3 weeks before their wedding.
Maybe he needs to be in rehab.
You can hire someone to do an intervention, apparently.
Girls, come on. We're a family here. And I gotta spell it out for you? Take it easy. Let me figure out how to handle this.
Adriana needs to get the hell away from these people. Honestly.
I was so upset when he didn't bring me a present back from Italy. He got something for AJ and for Meadow. They gave me some vinegar, but I don't think it was meant for me. It must have meant something that he felt bad.
Carmela, you sound like you're 15 years old.
I say I'm helping him decorate. I bring AJ with me. Now even he smells a rat.
Carmela, if Tony suspects one iota, you know what'll happen to Furio. These guys are living in a different century.
Didn't stop you.
Steve at the gym? I felt so guilty all the time, the lies and the sneaking. It took Jackie going in the hospital to get me to stop.
We
Damn.
haven't slept together yet.
You're not fucking him? So, this isn't really real.
It is real. We communicate. He looks at me like I'm beautiful. He thinks I'm interesting when I talk. Just those few minutes when we see each other, I live for those. I
Damn.
feel like my life is slipping through my fingers, but I will never be happy.
If you haven't slept with him yet, don't. And don't go over there anymore.
An intervention is a non-judgmental confrontation. A carefrontation, we call it. Now, what I need from you guys is to make a list of the specific times where Christopher's drug use impacted on you directly. For example, Adriana, is it? You might say something like this. Christopher, last Monday you came home from work high and belligerent, and you were physically abusive to me.
What if he's high when we try to talk to him?
Then we wait till he's sober. During my first intervention, Stephen Petrano waited 10 hours for me to sober up.
Your first intervention?
In 1997, I suffered a relapse. As in heroin addiction, alcoholics suffer fairly high recidivism rate.
Great. So he's taking advice from a two-time loser.
There are no losers in recovery.
So what's up you make me late for a table tavern on the fucking green?
How's the real estate business?
Excuse me?
You know, HUD, Garside Street, you, Ralph, Zellman.
Someone tell you this?
No, Carmine doesn't know anything about this yet, Tony. I'm giving you an opportunity to cut a deal, make it right.
Last time, Frelinghuysen Avenue, I cut you in at a friendship, but that's over, John. You got nothing coming to you. You or Carmine.
You sure you want to go down this road, Tony?
What's going on, Tom? They're gonna know what happened to Ralph. And if I'm right, he ain't coming back. It's New York.
Johnny Sack? What was it? Fat Joe?
Sure that didn't help. Carmine. This hunt thing we're into, they wanted a piece of it. I think they confronted Ralph. Things went sour.
What'd he say, John?
It wasn't what he said so much as what he did say.
We're talking about New York here.
Before we do anything, in terms of payback, you go to your people. I want a full investigation. Nobody makes a move till we know what happened. Understand?
Christopher, we're here to talk about your drug problem.
What? Jesus Christ, you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, baby, please.
No, fuck this shit.
You've been told once. Now sit down.
Sit down.
Ma? Jesus.
Damn, they even brought his moms, bro. Crazy. Why does this guy over here look like Donnie DeVito so much?
It's not easy for any of us. But I want you to know that we're here
Not
today because
is it Donnie
we care
DeVito?
about you.
No, he
Who
looks
was it,
like
your idea?
what's his name
yeah.
again, man?
Adriana, you want to be in?
I can't remember his name. His name is like right there, and I can't put it out. I know the face, man.
Christopher, I love you very much.
It's not
My
Danny
only
DeVito.
dream is
Danny
that we have a
DeVito
happy life
is.
together. The last few months, things have got very bad with us because of you using drugs all the time. You're high all the time, and I can't take it.
Be specific, hon.
When we first started going out, we made love all the time. Now, because of the drugs,
Jesus, is this fucking necessary?
Go ahead, Adriana.
you can no longer function as a man. Last week, when I came home to learn that you had killed our dog, that was the final straw.
Oh. You killed the dog. What'd you do that for?
It was an accident.
What was it, barking?
He sat on the while he was high.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I fell asleep. She got suffocated or something.
Bruh.
Are you done, Adriana? Sylvia.
You killed little Cosette. I had to suffocate you, you little prick.
Tony, we're going in order. Sylvia?
When I came in to open up one morning, there you were with your head half in the toilet. Your hair was in the toilet water. Disgusting.
I told you I had the flu.
I said my piece, Chrissy.
Great. I can't even defend myself now?
No one's attacking you, Chris.
Look, it doesn't change anything. But I can verify that he was sick for a little while. Still, this thing with the dog. How could you not see it on the chair?
You're getting emotional, Tony.
That's because I know what it's like to lose a pet.
I happen to know that you were high at my mother-in-law's wake. You were talking non-stop for 20 minutes, nothing but gibberish.
My mother's wake. Jesus Christ.
Damn, he goes back that far. Like that was like a year. I mean, we know that he's been an addict for a long time, but it wasn't that bad. They didn't really show it much in season
You're out of
2.
control, and you become an embarrassment to yourself and everybody else.
Oh, listen to you.
Guys, whoa. We said non-judgmental.
Fuck that. Let him take his medicine.
Seriously, Paul, you want to talk about fucking up?
Watch it, Chrissy.
Why? I thought we're being honest here. You got some balls, you know that? All of you. You want to talk about self-control? How about you, Sil? Fucking every slut you got working in the place when you got a wife and kids at home?
Guys, whoa.
Christopher!
Or you, Paulie? Yeah, remember last winter in the woods with the Russian guy?
Christopher, I am fucking warning you.
There he goes, Mr. Type A personality.
We are here to talk about you killing yourself with drugs, not my fucking personality.
That's right.
I'm gonna kill myself? The way you fucking eat, you're gonna have a heart attack by the time you're 50.
Holy, sit down.
You're talking to the boss here.
Good, maybe someone will smack some goddamn sense into him.
Great, my own mother. Fuck you, you fucking whore.
Wow.
Yo,
Well,
guys,
there you go. He deserved that.
I'm sorry, T.
Shut the fuck up and listen to me. You're my nephew, Christopher. And I love you. And that's the only reason you're alive right now. For anybody else, anybody, they would have had their fucking intervention right to the back of their head. You and me, we're close. We've done a lot of things for each other.
The cop shot my father. I know what you're telling me. I'll never forget that.
This is how you repay me. I gotta worry if you're gonna flip over a nickel bag of white powder.
No, Tony, never.
You lied to me. I told you you were the future of this family. I gave you that responsibility, and you looked me in the eye, and you accepted it, and you were fucking high.
Tony.
Shut up. Tomorrow morning, you're gonna go with Patsy up to this rehab place in Pennsylvania. You're going in. You're staying in. You're going every fucking session, and you're gonna keep your mouth shut. Now, if you need anything at all, Patsy's gonna be half a mile away from you in a motel. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Huh? Do you understand?
Tony, I'm sorry. How did I fucking get to this?
May I help you?
Yeah, Christopher Moltisanti.
Brad to reception. Your 1 o'clock client is here.
So you call me later?
No phone calls for the first 2 weeks. House rules.
All right. I was thinking of keeping a journal anyway. Get it published maybe under my...
Are you gonna apologize for hitting her at least?
Chris. Brad
Jeez.
Miller. Congratulations. You got here, dude. That's the hardest part. I'm gonna have to search your bag.
Cigarettes are okay, right?
Cigarettes are fine. In fact, they're encouraged for patients who smoke, but Chris, no chocolate allowed.
No caffeine or substances containing caffeine.
All set?
I love you, baby.
I love you too.
Season 4, episode 10. Great episode. It goes to show you a lot of times, like, for me, watching the show, for the most part, I notice Tony's personality more than anybody else. His personality and the way how he deals with things, you know, is one of the central points of the show, where they're showing you that these people are not good people, but also just their individual personalities and how they handle problems versus, you know, some of the things that they actually believing. And, you know, even though they're a part of this criminal organization, they're still people. You get what I'm saying? They still dealing with the same problems that we would deal with in life. You know what I'm saying? So one of those things that I noticed, especially during this episode, let me take some time to actually talk about Svetlana, because by no means is she like one of my favorite characters in the show or anything, but I like to take time to brag about the women in this show because I love them. I love them. I love them as people, and when they do get on screen time, it's always a pleasure to see them because believe it or not, this show you know, probably have some of the best looking women that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Older women, for that matter. I would go as far as to say these older women, because I think all the women in the show except for Meadow, let me not say all the women, because I'm not talking about Bada Bing, right? We're just talking about the women that are prominent, the wives, right? They're pretty much all over 40. Let's just put it there. I know probably a couple of them is like probably 50 plus, but all of them are over 40, right? So it's not hard, don't get me wrong, in Hollywood it's not hard to pick women, you know what I'm saying, that are pretty. You can find that a dime a dozen, you know what I'm saying? So that's not hard to find in Hollywood. No matter what period you pick in Hollywood for movies, TV shows, they come at a dime a dozen, beautiful women, right? But to pick women that can actually act and never miss, I don't think I've seen anybody in this show as a woman that doesn't know how to act. They're all brilliant on screen. Even Janice, even though I give Janice a lot of flack, the actress that plays her is doing an excellent job, and she's probably the only one in the show that I would say, you know, Janice has nice face, not a friend of the body. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a peruser of the plump. You know what I'm saying? So so when it comes on to the other women in the show, you know, Carmela, Jennifer, you know, Ro, all of them beautiful women over 40 years old. So I have to give a shout out to Svetlana because she doesn't get a lot of screen time, but when she is on screen, I've always noted that she was beautiful. I actually liked her more than I liked the Russian girl. That was, you know what I'm saying, that's just sticking around all the damn time. I don't even know her name. You know what I mean? So I've always liked Svetlana, you know, when she's on screen. The only thing that's, as I said, is that I don't like about her is that she smokes. I don't know if she smokes in real life or is that's just a character thing, but you know what I'm saying, one-legged and all, she can get it. I'll tell you that much. She can get it. So for me, when it comes on to so this let's talk about the episode. So this episode dealt with Christopher, right? Basically Christopher's drug addict. Drug addiction. First of all, beginning of the episode, fell asleep, you know, high with the dog, sat on the dog. I didn't even notice that because I didn't even hear the dog at all. I mean, I know he came into the room, you know, if I can go back and watch that scene again, right? The dog was on the couch. He was on the couch. He was on the couch. The dog was on the couch. They showed a clear picture, but he kind of already looked dead. And he sat right down on her. I didn't even notice that she was on the couch the first time. But if you actually look, we watched that first scene, which I am right now. He did sit on her. Like literally sat on her. That's crazy, but I didn't hear anything because I had the headphones on, so they didn't hear him. You know, they should have at least, they didn't make a noise or something, but you probably couldn't hear the noise because he sat right on her head. But I didn't even notice that in the first scene. So, you know, and then Adriana comes home, was asking for the dog, trying to take the dog out for a walk or whatever. Found out that he killed the dog. Sat on the dog. He's high. Didn't even notice that the dog was there. Fell asleep. Dog died. Christopher, I've been talking about this throughout the season, where I was just like, Christopher is an addict. It's getting worse and worse. You know, he's being, you know, every time Tony calls him, he's high. It's getting progressively worse, and Tony's basically trying to hand the keys to him, to the kingdom, and it's just like he doesn't even know that he's grooming this drug addict to take over, you know, so he can rule things through him, make him basically turn Christopher into an underboss. And he's like, you know, I'm not even trying to change my ways, and I'm gonna lie about it too. And it's just, that's what an addict is. That's what an addict does. So it doesn't surprise me in those aspects of how his behavior. That's an addict's behavior. So doing an excellent job of playing that character, by the way. So Christopher being in this position now where they have to plan an intervention and talk to him because, you know, because Adriana told him about rehab, he went ballistic on her, hit her in the face, blah blah blah, you know. And it's just one of those things where I don't like to see on screen. It's one of the few things that when I'm watching TV shows I don't like to see. I don't like to see women hit men hitting women. I just don't like to see it. So, you know, when a woman hits a man on TV, it's never to the point of where you're like worried about the guy, because you know what I'm saying. And I never really worry about guys, and maybe that's a problem with me. Maybe that is a problem with me, that I don't worry that women hit men. But because I've never had a problem. Like if a woman hits a man, right, and she gets hit back, you know what I'm saying? Like I have no issues with that. No issues. The police might, but I have no issue with that, because I'm like, if you hit a man out of anger, not out of playfulness, but if you hit a man out of anger and you get open-handed slapped, not fist balled up, you know what I'm saying? Like if he slaps you back, go sit in a corner somewhere, because you kind of deserved it. Because you should not put your hand on somebody, no matter who they are, and don't expect a reply. It's just as simple as that. You know, and you know, because of, you know, how the police treats domestic abuse and stuff like that, the man is always in the wrong. You know, we tend to hold ourselves back a lot more when it comes on to situations like those. Now, I'm not out here promoting that men should, by all means, you should restrain yourself from, you know, and walk away from the situation when women hit you. Don't, you know, adhere to, you know, your anger or whatever. You gotta also consider the fact that men are just more physically strong. So her hitting you is not the same as you hitting her. It's not the same force behind those things. So you just try to refrain as much as possible to retaliate. So yeah, resulted in the intervention. The intervention did not go well, because of course addicts are always defensive. They never sit down and really they're never going to, like, for the first intervention, they're never going to sit down and be like, I hear you, I'll go to rehab. It's never like that. Not in my experience, at least. You know what I mean? Like, not in my experience of, you know, us talking to, whether it's a drug addict or whatever the addiction is. It's never like that. It's always, you know, the person who the intervention is for is always extremely defensive. You get what I'm saying? Because they believe that what they're doing is right, and then they try to justify it by telling you your problems that they know about you and stuff like that. But it's just not the same. You know what I'm saying? Stuff that I'm going through, you know, as stuff that I do, has nothing to do with the fact that you are destroying your life with drugs, alcohol, or whatever. It has nothing to do with that. You know, and you know, maybe I need to go talk to somebody about my problem, but at the end of the day, the intervention is about you. This is about you going down a road that could potentially, you know, lead to your destruction and to your life ending. So this episode was very well done, man. He ended up in rehab, thank God. Hopefully he comes out clean and stay off of that shit, and you know, hopefully everything be better. I think the FBI is probably going to use this as a way to reach out to Chrissy, but we'll see how that goes as well. Tony's still getting emotional over the horse, or getting emotional over the dog. And you know, it's just so weird. It's just so weird sometimes how he react when, you know, he reacts so differently when he loses people in his life. Like, but when there's an animal lost, Tony will go to the ends of the earth. You know what I'm saying? To the ends of the earth, cry, get angry, all of these other things he will do to find justice. You know, it's one of those things, man. But in any case, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, that is all I have to say about the episode. You know, I think Carmela is going to sleep with Furio. I think that's what she's going to do. It's either, I don't know, man. I don't know. At this point, I don't even know really if I want her to do it or if I don't want her to do it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like in that situation where you feel sorry for her because you don't want her to, become like Tony. But at the same time, she's not getting that love that she deserves. So should she step outside of her marriage? You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to encourage stuff like that. Whether it's Tony, whether it's Carmela, I'm never going to encourage it, because at the end of the day, he shouldn't be cheated, she shouldn't be cheated. That's the end all be all for me. It's like I'm never going to congratulate him for doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because he sleeps around a lot, but at the end of the day, she knows about this. So for, you know, if they have an arrangement, it's a two-faced kind of thing, because it's like Carmela wants to do things too. She wants to feel loved as well. And you know, that's why today we talk about that men and women love differently. Like, we can, you know what I'm saying, have sex with a woman and it doesn't mean anything. For women, it's different. There's, most of the time, it has to be an emotional connection. I don't know, these modern women today might, you know, it might be different for them, because you hear them talk about, oh, it's meaningless and stuff like that. It does take a lot more for a woman to sleep with a man sometimes. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, I should say, most of the time, there has to be some sort of emotional connection for them to get to that place. You know, the hoes out here don't represent, you know, 90% of women out there. So I can't say that the majority speaks on that one for the hoes of today that is just sleeping around for money. You know what I'm saying? And then they say they're not prostitutes. Like, you know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, I thought that was the definition of a prostitute, but hey, if you want to change the definition, I can't blame you. I can't blame you. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Like the video, comment, and I will catch you guys for the next one, man. Peace.